Hi guys, this is Vidhi Vora and I'm a final year MBBS student at Lokmanya Tilak Municipal Medical College, Mumbai. Life is made up of infinite amount of choices. Most decisions, such as what you'll have for lunch today, are very small and only slightly impactful. But the big ones, the ones that can change your life forever, are the ones that are tough to make. Today, I came across a girl who had to take the most important decision of her life. She had to decide whether she wants to be a man or she wants to be a woman. She had lived her life as a female since 17 years, but today she was told that she isn't technically a female but actually genetically a male. As a teenager, she always felt that something is wrong with her. She felt that she was very different from her friends. She was 17 years old and she still hadn't got her periods. Whenever she told her mom about this, her mom always ignored her and told her there's nothing to worry about, everything is fine. But as she grew older, she knew that she had to do something about this. So yesterday, she came to the doctors and told them that there is something wrong with me. The doctors examined her and they found out that her genitals were not normal. They were what you call as ambiguous. They did further tests on her and realized that she has a karyotype of a male, that is, that she has X and Y chromosomes. She was suffering from a condition named as the androgen receptor insensitivity syndrome. And in this syndrome, the body does not respond or is insensitive to the male hormones, that is the androgens. And because of this, the person does not develop the typical male characters such as the penis or the scrotum, but instead they develop phenotypically as a female. There's a day in my college known as the counseling day, and on this day the doctors and the residents explain the patients their complicated diagnosis and the choices they have, the risks associated and the consequences of the choices they will make. And I was amazed at the way these doctors explained complicated medical terms in a very simple way to the patients and their families. So on this day, she came with her parents and the full truth regarding the situation was explained to her. She was very shocked at first and couldn't speak for 2 minutes. She was processing the whole information the doctors had just said. But later on, she was very relieved that at least she got some explanation about why she was so different from her friends. The doctors explained her that when she was a fetus in her mother's womb, she had X and Y chromosomes. So the Y chromosomes told the gonads to develop as a testes. And these testes produces the male hormones, that is the testosterone. But the body didn't know what to do with this. So when she became older, she hit puberty, this testosterone amazingly got converted into estrogen. And this estrogen is the reason why she developed phenotypically as a female. Since the androgens cannot act on her body, she did not have any acne, she did not have any body hair or body odor. In a sense, she was the most furthest thing from a male there that could be. But then came the most difficult part. Now she had to choose whether she wants to continue her life as a female or she wants to become a man. The doctors tried to gauge what gender she identified with and what gender she was more comfortable with. They asked her questions like, whom are you more attracted to? Are you attracted to a male or are you attracted to a female? They also asked questions like, in your childhood, did you like to play more with dolls or did you like to play more with the cars and superheroes? In this case, it was very important to gauge which gender identity she was most comfortable with. Since she did not have a uterus, she was told that she cannot bear a child of her own and that she would never get her periods. Whatever gender she decides to be, there would be surgeries associated with it. She was explained that if she decides to become a female, they would do a surgery in which they would create an artificial vagina so that she could lead a normal female life ahead. And they would also do a gonadectomy, in which the testes which she has in her abdomen would have to be removed, because there's a chance that these might turn cancerous in the future. If she decided to become a male, then there would be certain reconstruction surgeries that could be done so that the genitals look more like a male. Later on, the family was brought inside, and since intersex is associated with a lot of social stigma, certain psychological factors and social factors needed to be considered while making this decision. The family was concerned that since she cannot bear a child of her own, how will she find a perfect husband and how will she lead a family life ahead? Because even if she gets married to a person and if the person knows that she cannot bear a child of her own, the marriage would likely end up in a divorce. Later on, her final decision was that she wants to continue her life as a female. She understood all the pros and cons of both the decisions, and she decided that she would be okay to lead an independent life if she does not find a perfect match for her in the future. I was amazed at the way she handled the whole situation. She was scared, and yet she was so calm and composed. She weighed her options logically and practically and came to a decision herself. It had inspired me. So, if you are at a crossroad in your life when you have to take a big important decision, just know that you are not alone. There are hundreds and thousands of people taking even more difficult decisions on a daily basis, and they do so courageously. Thank you.